Thank you so much. Pa Akitola Williams, thank you for coming. Mr. Chairman, Your Excellency, the Vice President of Nigeria, and the great alumnus of the University of Lagos, let me recognize His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, and the great alumnus of the University of Lagos, His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Lagos, and the great alumnus of the University of Lagos, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First, I must confess that I had the opportunity to read this book, and I read it very thoroughly. My first interaction with Mr. Jim Ovia was perhaps in 1984, when, in fact, the bank was starting, and I was appointed to look for people who could support the university in its search to be independent of government funding. And one of the people I went to see as the managing director of Unilag Consol at that time was Mr. Jim Ovia. The interaction was so effective, and I kept him in my memory. So when I became Vice Chancellor in 2002, I remembered Mr. Jim Ovia. And one of the challenges we had at that time is to up the game of our students in the Faculty of Business Administration. It was Jim that first gave us our first cyber office close to the computer center. He totally donated it and insisted that we should not charge anything for students to use it. It was Jim that insisted that those students that will have first class in the entire Faculty of Business Administration have a secure job at Zenith Bank. Jim and technology, Jim and education. But let's go to chapter 10 that says growing Zenith aggressively. There is a quote here: help young people, help small guys, because small guys will be big. Young people will have the seeds you bury in their minds, and when they grow up, they will change the world. That's from Jack Ma Alibaba. People often wonder about Zenith. What's so special? What's behind the story of success? What is it about the brand that gets its people living out the ideals of his founding father with such fierce loyalty, commitment, and passion? The secret of bank's winning strategy is no secret at all. Zenith has always been anchored on the high premium it places on its people, from employees and stakeholders to clients. Zenith views its staff as one of the highly prized assets, with its core human values of integrity, professionalism, corporate governance, loyalty, and excellence. We created a policy that only top students in their classes could work for us. And we all advertised and recruited accordingly. For that reason, we had brilliant accountants, lawyers, economics, and customer service employees. In the latter case, a professional and polished appearance was important. But first, they had to have top grades and be brilliant communicators. Because of a hiring practice, more and more high achievers wanted to work for Zenith Bank. Our staff had the largest number of chartered accountants of any organization in Nigeria, including the government. The National Association of Accountants had semi-annual conferences. But if our accountants were to attend, it would empty our branches. Therefore, the association created a rule to favor us. They decreed that they will always hold their meetings at Zenith Bank. The people who worked for me remained loyal and motivated, and they understood that I saw the kind of hunger I myself as an asset in my employees. Once they realized that I not only wanted, but was willing to help them all to move up the ladder to become leaders of tomorrow, they were empowered to blaze the path forward and set leadership positions in their sites. Some people are afraid to take a leadership role. They don't have the guts and are too afraid to take risk. A great work ethic combined with great expectation will open the doors to every possible pathway to success. That is Mr. Jim Ovia himself talking in the book. Thank you very much. God bless you.